This is Going Ghost! Hey, what's up, guys? It's Danny Phantom. Anyways, I'm going to tell you a story that isn't from Danny Phantom.
Oh, gosh.
This story goes. So I was
Ghost.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there it is. We got it. Cut the scripts.
Ooh, all right.
Toss it, burn it.
Everybody wrap up shop. Great job today.
Good podcast. See you guys next week.
Cool.
So, I was working at a nursing home, and every night I work, one of my residents will frequently put on her call light. Every time I go into her room to answer her light, she tells me she didn't put her light on. For the longest time, I was convinced that it was just the dementia hitting her hard. But last night, she said, it must have been the ghost that pressed it. My mind has been blown ever since. What if there actually is a ghost in her room, and she isn't going crazy? If it is a ghost, how do I meet the needs of the ghost so that he stops pressing the lights? Or is it just a crazy lady? Thanks.
I like the idea of leaving. Alright. Oh, yeah, maybe it's not dementia. Maybe it is a ghost. Boy, I should really be on the right side of this ghost, huh?
I really need to figure out how to please this guy, though.
This ghost, it's flickering the lights like Nosferatu in a SpongeBob episode, huh? It's
Yeah,
just going
yeah.
at it.
I mean, there is the obvious ploy, which I think is the most believable, in that she is heisting you so hard in her boredom, right? I don't think it's it might be dementia. It might be dementia. If she has dementia, it's probably dementia. But
Right.
If it's not, that would also be a very good thing to just be able to come to at some point in your dementia, just being like, hey, Gran, do you remember how we had this? I put it on your calendar. And she said, oh, I thought the ghost put that on my calendar. Nope, that was me. Oh, darn, thought it was the ghost. And then, hey, Granny, did you do this the other week? And she said, no, that must have been the ghost. It would be very good to be able to run to that answer every time you need it.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
I mean, it's also just a very good heist.
They're very good eyes. Unless, and this is what's been running through my head the whole time. To turn on that call light, is it next to her or across the room?
That's a good question.
Does she run across the room, turn it on, and then scurry back to the bed before he can get there?
Considering call lights are because you are in need of a nurse to assist you, I think putting it across the room in an old person's home would
mean that it's a big emergency.
It's a very big emergency.
They used all their willpower to get over there.
Everything they took, everything they had, they used in order to get where we are to hitting the call light. I like that idea of, hey, I know that you're bedridden, but if you really need me, this is where it is. That's the opposite side of the room. Can you roll me over? Absolutely not.
Why wouldn't the ghost carry her over there, huh?
Just tell the ghost to do it, why don't you?
Yeah.
And then you walk out of the room.
That's the one part we've been missing. She's like, no, it's the ghost.
It's the helpful ghost. It's a good ghost.
I told the ghost to press it.
Yes. That was the part. She didn't listen long enough for them to say, and it's okay because he's my assistant.
Right. I hired that ghost. Do you not know that all of us residents here have ghost assistants?
Yes.
Wow. This is like a big thing for you. Big shock for me that you didn't know. I thought it was very obvious that we all had ghost assistants.
5-star ratings for Casper's friendly old person home. Casper's friendly oldie home.
Casper's
friendly home of bones.
Casper's home for ghosts and good people.
And good people. Yeah, I like that.
So if you want to be on the good side of this ghost...
Casper the friendly caretaker. There we go. Okay. Also, I wanted to say, I've pulled off bigger heists than this, if it is a heist. I've done worse. Yep. You did not know me when I was a freshman in high school because you were in middle school at the time.
So I was.
I was desperate for attention.
Oh, yeah.
And me and a friend of mine at the time decided that our best course of option to raise ourselves among the social ranks was telling people that we were professional StarCraft players. The StarCraft 2 had just come out recently.
Oh, good.
And we were literally telling classmates and teachers alike, like on a grand scale, that we were professional StarCraft 2 players, and that was what we did every day, and that's why we couldn't do sports, and that's why We were always together just talking about it because it's our life. We had literally names of coaches and teammate members, and we would talk about, like, it was the worst idea I've ever had in my entire life. Because it would be like junior year of high school, like years later, where people come up and being like, "Hey, you still do that?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, right. Oh boy, yeah. I had to leave the scene because my carpal tunnel." And they'd be like,
the computer no
"That's
more."
a bummer."
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, and nobody ever asked for proof, which leads me to believe that they just didn't believe me. But I think that this lady's getting bored, as I did as a freshman in high school, and just wants to lie her pants off.
Mm-hmm. I totally get that. I feel like it's easy to just lie for the fun of it, just to see how long people go with it. I don't know if I told the story on the podcast yet or not.
No, you haven't. I don't know what the story is.
Did I ever tell you what I would tell people my middle name was?
No.
Okay. So my middle name is Matthew, but that's boring.
It's as bland as it gets.
Yeah. So I would.
What's up, white guy?
So I made up a name, and told everybody that my middle name was Evalandrius. For a long time. You know, the point where I stopped doing it was when we were backstage for either the junior or senior.
It was that long?
Yeah, no.
You were like 17 being like, yeah, that'd be cool.
It's not like I very, very confidently told people. It's like I jokingly told people, but they would, at that point, still believe me.
Okay. You had a way about you in high school of joking so much that nobody knew when the joke stopped.
Yeah, I know. I still do that. So I just remember there was a person who I told that to, and they said, "No way. Hey." And then they called people over, and they started saying, like, this is his middle name. And I think it was one of the closer theater friends that I had that was like, no, that's not it. And so that's when I was like, oh, no, I didn't realize that you were going to remember what I just said. Let's move on from that.
Oh, my word.
Does this person think when they say, oh, yeah, I have this ghost assistant, or yeah, that was the ghost doing this, do they think that's just like a brush-off one-time thing that they're throwing at this person? Or do they realize that this person's now asking us questions, and this is like on their mind? How do I become friends with this ghost? How do I deal with this ghost?
Or how do I please the ghost? That's the question. How do you please a ghost, Zane?
How do you please a ghost?
It's not Santa. You can't leave out cookies.
Oh,
they don't
dang.
eat.
Okay.
They might eat, but maybe it's just not very much.
Cookies.
It's like just the open cereal boxes. That's what they eat out of, so that you can't really tell.
Okay. Do they eat Cheerios, if any cereal? And I know, I'm sorry to bring it up again, but it's a little O's, and I just think, ooh,
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, Can you imagine? You're the owner of a retirement home.
Yes. Which is the dream.
And you're like sitting there being like accept, deny, just like stamping, old folks and just deciding who gets allowed into your place. And then you come upon one great candidate. Amazing candidate. It's like, oh boy,
this is the perfect candidate for my retirement home.
This is the kind of old folk I want.
Yes.
But then there's a note at the bottom. Additional comments: haunted.
Oh no.
The old person is haunted. Great candidate.
Yes.
Checks all the boxes.
Yeah. Everything.
Got the dentures.
Everything you'd look for in your ideal retiree.
Yep. Yes. Kind. Likes jigsaw puzzles.
Yes.
Likes food without flavor.
Watches Frasier only on
Wheel
TV.
of Fortune.
Yes.
Wheel of Fortune and Frasier on repeat. Has all the seasons. Loves to share.
Grandkid only comes once a year.
When they do, they just drop money.
Yes.
Everywhere they go. Is not expected to die soon.
Uh-huh.
That's a sad reality. That would make a more likely candidate, unfortunately. Great candidate. Additional comments: haunted.
Okay.
Do you take her?
Absolutely.
Is it worth
Rewards
the scenario?
With the risk. And that's why we find ourselves where we are.
Okay, additional comment. Additional comment.
Okay.
Bad ghost.
Haunted with bad ghost.
Haunted with bad ghost.
No. Okay, see, you got to preface that because that's got to be on the resume.
I just did. It was on the PSPS.
No, that's why I got to say, if that's not on the resume, then I'm gonna fire that retiree.
Okay. New scenario.
Yes.
You're a candidate for a job.
Yes.
You are going into the hiring process. You
Yeah.
are haunted with a bad ghost. Do you
Ooh.
put it on your resume
Ooh,
or cover letter?
All right, see if it's me. No.
I deserve this. I deserve this job. I am a great pick. I am a fantastic communicator. I have the skills you need. I am haunted.
I'm haunted.
No, I'm going to throw that in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm a good communicator. I am haunted. I am the person you want. It is also a bad ghost.
I'm very personable. I am haunted. I have great cell and I'm great with others. Very caring. Very
bad ghost.
I love to learn, and I am a canvas in which you will create your masterpiece.
Additional comment: if I die, the ghost might carry on to you.
I was gonna say, if I die, the ghost will take me over, and then bad me.
Ghost is transmittable.
Bad Zane will become what is now known. How will you know if it is now bad ghost instead of me that walks into work every day? I will let you know I am not the bad ghost. Bad ghost will let you know that he is the bad ghost. Mm-hmm. He will do ghoulish things. I will only do charitable things.
Okay. Another question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You were. This is the same thing. So I decided to spice it up. You are hiring a person who on the resume says haunted. You can either give them the graveyard shift, or you can give them the day shift.
Sorry, that was I don't know if that was offensive to the ghost listeners when I did that.
Sorry,
but yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Graveyard shift or what?
Which one would you give them?
Okay.
Graveyard shift or day shift? Who do you? The haunted boy comes.
Haunted boy comes.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, haunted boy.
My name is Volcom.
Volcom?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what a haunted guy.
His name.
It's just I don't know.
All right, cool. Wouldn't it be Volcrum?
Volcrum.
Okay, cool.
It could have been that. You couldn't tell by the way. It's just all the
Volcrum
letters.
is a little too polite. Volcrum, I believe, has a little bit of a bad speed.
Try it again. Yeah, there you go. So he comes on board. He's the new greenhorn in the parade. And he is doing well, but now you're having to decide which shift do I put him on. Do you put him on the night shift? You don't work the night shift. That's the caveat. You're only there during the day as the branch manager.
Okay. I think
you don't have to deal with him as in the graveyard shift, but you have like an acquaintance of yours who would also have to work with him and train him in on the night shift. And we are, as we know, ghosts are more active at night.
I would love putting him on the night shift just to hear what my friend has to say working with him. Be like, hey, how was that new kid that you worked with? And you said
haunted as frick, dude.
He was, you know what? Sweet guy, did everything I told him.
Super haunted.
Incredibly, he rose the whole graveyard. Other than that,
we killed 14 bodies in our graveyard last night. 14 people got put back to rest thanks to our new hire.
He did it just
But man, is he a good hire. Good worker, responsible, cares for others,
insanely
hates the dead bodies.
Insanely odd.
Hates the dead. Carries holy water with him.
I'm gonna throw one more at you before I give you another.
Essential in monster slaying.
Before I give you another question, I'm gonna throw one more scenario at you because we've been on this one for a while,
yes.
and I love it. All right, you've been working a job for a couple of years now, right?
Yep.
And you want a raise. Obviously, you deserve a raise. You've been working super hard. You've been working here forever. They know you. You've earned it. But just the other day, you got bad ghosts haunting you.
So does the ghost make you worth more or less?
Do you pitch it for your raise?
Boss, I have something for you. Yes? I've been thinking lately. We've been working a while together, and I think we get along well. I would say so as well. Yes, I agree. So I'm thinking, I think I deserve more. And why do you think you deserve that? Well, I got a bad ghost, and I need to make up for this problem. I understand. Accepted.
I got this bad ghost problem, and I want you to know something real quick. He is not the friendliest in the bunch of ghosts, as I'll say, and I will let you know, you don't hire me, pretty solid chance he's coming for you. And that's not me talking, that's the ghost talking. I want to be very open with you. I love working here. You're a great boss.
But not as much as the ghost loves working here.
The ghost really loves working here. And also the ghost has seen some things and knows where you live. And I'm not, I keep telling him, Ghost, don't tell me these things. Because I'm going to accidentally tell him about this. And he's going to know that, you want to haunt him forever.
The ghost is gunning for your job. Mm-hmm. He's trying to steal your position, and he has more skills than you do.
He's aiming for that #1 ghost boss mug. And the only one that he can really get right now is your position, because he's following me around, and I'm here. So you're gonna have to give me a raise and not fire me because of what I just said, and then we'll be pretty. We'll be like 2 peas in a pod, or 3 because you, me, and Ghost.
Put your hand there, Steve. You got a deal. Okay, fantastic. Next question.